Rise and shine YouTube. Today we got another review for you. This is the JVX made in collab with JessieVash and Pulsar. And this is another mouse that follows the same Pro Series lineup that we saw with the 10s, the Zywu, the something Pro Series mouse pad, and now we got the JVX. So if you don't know who this is, right, JessieVash collabed with Pulsar to bring his own shape to the market, and he is a Team Secret Valorant player. Right, he's a competitive Valorant player, and he's also competed in Dota 2 and Overwatch. So it's cool that they added this little biography because I really didn't know who he was until the mouse released, and it was a mouse that I was kind of interested in picking up, so Pulsar sent it out. You got the spec sheet on the back, 56 grams. You got the grip styles they recommend, plus a little shape profile on the side. And then you also got a cool little JessieVash branding on the box itself. The accessory list you get, and you get the standard black skates, you get with the crazy lights, you get the cable, right? Cables have been improved on Pulsar's part since what they started, right? It's actually been very, very good. And I've been using their PRX Crazy Light cable with the JessieVash kind of stylized 8K dongle that comes with it. So you get 8K out of the box. I honestly use 1K as it is, right? 1600 DPI. I don't go 2K, 4K, 8K because I like battery life, and battery life is what this gets you, right? So 1K out of the box. 8K didn't have any stuttering. I did test it, right? I was playing either Battlefield 6, a little bit of Farlight 84, which is the new BR. Honestly, it's kind of meh because all you do is fight as bots. But you also get Overwatch 2, right? That I've been kind of testing this guy in. But shape profile is actually very good. This is more of like an ergonomic meets symmetrical style mouse. You see, you get a nice flat round, or a nice like flat, no pockets, no notches, no flares, kind of right side of the mouse. And you have a lot of kind of room to play around with your grips, right? For especially small to medium sized hands. And on the left hand side, you get a nice subtle thumb groove for your thumb, and the kick out for your thumb doesn't actually come out as much as you think it does, especially if you have something like the crazy light. You can already see that there is more of a pronounced kind of kick out for your thumb. There's a more pronounced notch and a deeper thumb groove on the X Light Crazy Light. So it feels more of like that traditional ergonomic feel. And then you got something like a Death Adder V4, right? Big old traditional ergonomic mouse that, I mean, the X Light Crazy Light feels like a mini version of the Death Adder because they all follow the same shape profile. Notch on, notch up top, kick out to fill kind of like the hand profile, and then the kick out for the thumb groove, right? They're all traditional ergos. But what brings this to kind of like a different ergonomic into the scene, just like Zywu did. I mean, it was kind of more like a outset clone, but this doesn't follow that traditional ergonomic profile, right? This brings a new kind of unique shape into the market, which I actually enjoyed a lot because I have a lot more kind of room on the right hand side to place my ring finger and my pinky, right? You can move them around, place them however you need to. If I need to palm this, I can move this at the top, move it here, and there's nothing kind of getting in the way where it limits my grips that I can use on this mouse. Same thing with the thumb part, right? Such there is such a very subtle kick out where your thumb, you can place your thumb no matter what, and it doesn't feel like this part is really filling my hand out like the Zyvu mice did, like the X Light Crazy Light still does. This is such a more subtle and safer ergonomic shape for small to medium sized hands, right? Now, if you have a large hand, wide hand, this mouse might not be for you, right? Because if you want a little more kind of profile in your hand, right, it might not do it. But if you are somebody who has kind of like small to medium, more narrow hands, I feel like this mouse is going to feel very good, right? Performance wise, Tracking felt good, and flicks felt good, target swapping felt good. I've been playing, like I said, Battlefield 6, Overwatch 2, and some of the new Farlight 84 first person battle royale, which is honestly just an Apex Chinese clone. It is what it is, right? But in that game, you have a lot harsher kind of recoil control you need to kind of dabble with, and the gunplay is a lot less forgiving than a lot of the games that you see on the scene. But overall, the FPS scene is kind of dry, right? So I'll be playing the Battlefield BR, not BR. Well, I will when it comes out, but I'll be playing Battlefield 6 here after the review, and I'll be using this kind of setup as well. So if you guys have any questions, ask them in the chat. But let's talk about the clicks. The clicks are Pulsar Optical's main clicks, and well, they are really, really good. These are the only good clicks on the mouse. Side buttons are pretty mushy, right? Not really good at all, in my opinion. And the scroll wheel is pretty meh and stiff. Now, the actual scroll experience, right? I'll show you here. You can see each and every step. You have a nice little textured scroll wheel, which feels good, right? On the finger. But the click is pretty stiff. It's kind of meh, right? And these side buttons have a decent amount of kind of post travel where you can really press them into the shell. And I feel like if they had these a little more fine tuned, less mushy, the mouse would have gotten a better kind of review across the board from a lot of people. Unless, they didn't really talk about the mushiness on the side clicks, because I have seen and heard a lot of people complain about the clicks. Main clicks, though, right? Really, virtually no pre travel, post travel. You don't, I mean, you get a little bit of post travel, but you don't get that in game. Side to side wobble, you don't really get any play. And then with the click grind, you don't get any grinding or feeling of bottoming out on the clicks at all. So, with this shape being such a nice, safe shape for small to medium hands, I would recommend this if they kind of fixed up the side button mushiness and the scroll wheel kind of feel. Because other than that, I've been also enjoying the Superlight Dex. The Dex has a way better scroll wheel feel. The side buttons aren't as mushy as the JVX, which is shocking. And the main clicks, right, they're good, right? I don't mind the main clicks, but I do like Pulsar Opticals way better. So if they just dialed in the QC on this mouse, I would highly recommend this. But if you're somebody who's primarily just looking for shape, go ahead and try it out. Small to medium sized hands, very, very good. A lot of room on the right hand side to mess around with grips. Very subtle touch on the left hand side for your thumb, and just a nice, safe, ergonomic, meet symmetrical mouse. Accessories were good, gameplay felt good, performance felt good, everything was solid, right? I didn't have any issues or anything like that with the actual feeling of the mouse in game. But about if you're somebody that really cares about the overall experience, such as the side clicks and scroll wheel, it might actually turn you off from actually buying this. Coating feels good. No slip, no stick, nothing clammy, oily. Doesn't really pick up too much oils, right, from your fingers. So it's a nice, good coating. Pulsar kind of knocks out of the park when it's their newest mice and the coating across the board. So very good. Overall experience, I did like this mouse primarily because the shape felt good in hand. It felt comfortable. It's didn't have any issues with that. Performance wise, no issues. So if you do want to try it, go ahead and pick it up. But if you want to avoid the mushiness and the clicks, wait for them to kind of dial it in and then maybe pick it up. Overall, solid shape from JessieVash in Pulsar. I'm actually looking forward to what other Pro Series Pulsar comes into play, because Pulsar has been knocking it out of the park when it comes to shapes, right? I love the X Light Crazy Light. I love the X2 Mini. I mean, I have purchased many X2 Minis overall and over the past years of them making this mouse. And honestly, Pulsar shapes fit my hand more than a lot of other companies' mice do ever. So Pulsar, keep knocking it out of the park. Jessie, you made a phenomenal shape with them, and I'm looking forward to what other Pro Series mice come along the way. So, see you for the next review. Next one's going to be the Vaxi PD 150 and the Vaxi PK. And then we're going to do a little review or kind of mashup between the Superlight Dex versus the Death Adder V4 for those who are looking to buy something that is Logitech or Razer. You know what I mean? But love you guys. Rise up. God bless. And we'll see you for the next review.